Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MPWF WAR Episode 3 live on YouTube. I am your host, as always, Dwayne James Johnny Feelgood, and we are at the final show before MPWF SUMMERSLAM for the WAR brand. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at MPWF Wrestling and follow us on Twitter at MPWF 2013. What a night of action we have for you folks. This show is not only a core wrestling show, but a celebration of the lives of Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk. We want to wish the best for their families, folks. It has been a tough time for the wrestling industry, but we are going to make it better with some MPWF action here tonight. And folks, in my headset, I'm being told we are starting things off with the owner of the MPWF now. I said it might have been better, but with Macy Gray making his way to the ring, we have no idea what kind of offbeat shenanigans are going to take place here tonight on MPWF WAR. What an auspicious night we have scheduled for you, ladies and gentlemen. The go-home show for MPWF SummerSlam. It has been a wild ride since MPWF WrestleMania. On that night, Macy Gray defeated Joey Eagle to become the rightful owner of the Major Payne Wrestling Federation. We also want to thank CAW All-Stars for allowing us to be a part of CAW All-Stars 15. Brian Adams and Carmen Adams, now as we just found out, no longer Carmichael, was able to team with Brian Adams against Team Madhouse, where unfortunately they were unsuccessful, but it was amazing to be a part of a special night like CAW All-Stars and showing that the MPWF is growing and growing here in the YouTube atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. This crowd here not happy to see Macy Gray in Indianapolis. He has a few announcements that he wants to make here, and we're going to see how that's going to affect tonight at MPWF SummerSlam. Macy Gray says, "You people will cheer me like a god once SummerSlam is all said and done with. I am here to start this show off because we are about to begin the go-home show to my first Click Preview as owner of the MPWF, and it is going to be a phenomenal show." There's no doubt about that. MPWF SummerSlam is already shaping up to be a special night, a special event. Gray says, "I have made the biggest main event in MPWF history for SummerSlam. The CAW World Heavyweight Champion, Max Payne, will defend his championship against your hero, Shaun Stevens, inside Hell in a Cell. And when Shaun loses, he will be gone from the MPWF. Shaun Stevens' career is on the line inside Hell in a Cell against Max Payne. Some people may call it a hat on a hat, but this is how they can punish Shaun Stevens and get rid of him from the MPWF for good." Gray says some of you may have seen on Twitter or X at MPWF 2013 that tonight we will preview the Hell in a Cell match in tonight's main event. I am generously giving Christopher Eagle a chance to earn himself a title match if he can defeat Max Payne inside Hell in a Cell later tonight. And we did hear about that, and that is absolute nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Eagle to face Max Payne in the main event of MPWF WAR tonight inside Hell in a Cell is outrageous. Macy Gray says that is not all for tonight. Last episode I told Brian Adams not to get involved in the North American title main event, but both he and my nephew did not listen. I could be fair, so at SummerSlam my nephew will team with the Righteous, and they will face Chris Chapp and the Blood Brothers in a 6-man tag team matchup at MPWF SummerSlam. And he says, as for Brian Adams, I have a little Dr. Ice problem. He attacked me last episode and walked out of a wrestling match. As a GM of WAR, I need Brian Adams to deal with this problem, so he will face Dr. Ice in a match at MPWF SummerSlam. Two massive announcements regarding MPWF SummerSlam, folks. A 6-man tag team match, and Brian Adams will go one-on-one with Dr. Ice Jr. at MPWF SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. Macy Gray laying down the law here tonight. He says that tonight at SummerSlam is going to be special. Hell in a Cell main event. I am putting Shaun Stevens in a handicap match against the Naturals tonight. And because of Kevin Frost's injuries, Chris Chat will take his place in a tag team title match against the Righteous. This is the Gray MPWF. So you heard it right there, ladies and gentlemen. A tag team title match tonight. Shaun Stevens will meet the Naturals in a handicap match. Hell in a Cell main event. Christopher Regal versus Max Payne. So much more to come here on MPWF WAR, as well as a 6-man tag team match at Dr. Ice Jr. versus Brian Adams for MPWF SummerSlam. And oh, wait a minute! What the hell is this? Who in the hell is that? And he drops Macy Gray there with the Death Valley driver. A hooded figure just took out Macy Gray here on MPWF WAR. My God, and look at who it is, folks. Dr. Ice Jr. taking another shot at Macy Gray. And Macy Gray getting to his feet slowly after being duped again by Dr. Ice. And Macy Gray screaming, security, security, get him, I want him gone. But Dr. Ice Jr. might have slipped before security could even get here. He said he has a Dr. Ice problem. Well, it certainly is not fixed yet. Dr. Ice Jr. continued to send a message to Macy Gray. My God, folks, what a night we have scheduled for you here on MPWF WAR. Welcome back to MPWF WAR, folks. Harry Prince quickly meeting up with Dr. Ice, and he's saying, hang on a second, I gotta get a quick word with you. Why did you attack Macy Gray again this episode? Surely you know that Mr. Gray is not gonna stand for this. Surely he's got a plan for your match with Brian Adams at SummerSlam. A big question there, Dr. Ice. I mean, much to the happiness of these fans taking out Macy Gray, but what is the continued motive here? And Ice says Macy Gray is a coward. Look at what he's doing to that poor kid Christopher. Hell in a Cell. BS. You know what's crazy? He won't even do it himself. He has a problem with me, and he won't even deal with it himself. He is a stinking coward. Dr. Ice calling out Macy Gray, ladies and gentlemen. He says, as for Brian, me and Brian go way back. You'll never have to convince me to fight Brian Adams. I'll kick his ass anytime, anywhere. But my real target is Macy Gray. I'll keep coming for him until he's ready to step up and fight me. It's time for me to bring a little nexus to MPWF WAR. Now, what the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean by Dr. Ice? And oh my God, folks. Oh my goodness. What an ovation for the man who will be challenging for the CAW Wrestling World Championship at MPWF SummerSlam. The man who might have his final match here on MPWF WAR. The picture-perfect player, Shaun Stevens. Shaun Stevens is looking to bring the old Shaun Stevens to MPWF SummerSlam. The dark side of the picture-perfect player. Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam in the main event. What an event, what a matchup it's going to be against Max Payne. My God, folks, the rafters are shaking in this building here in Indianapolis. This crowd is going and the Righteous became the tag team champions. That was supposed to be the Naturals title win on our previous episode. So now tonight, they need to go out of their way and take out Shaun Stevens before SummerSlam. What a way to kick off MPWF WAR here, folks. And Shaun Stevens is, again, listen to this crowd, ladies and gentlemen. This crowd here. 12,000 people on the side of Shaun Stevens here tonight as he goes up in this handicap match against the Naturals, and Shaun Stevens firing off against Stacy Natural. There's no tags. It's a 1-on-2 tornado handicap match. This is designed to punish and destroy Shaun Stevens before SummerSlam. The question is, how will Shaun survive this? How will he get to Max Payne? And he's doing a good job here with that combination. But again, oh, look at this, oh, block with the elbow. And we said that a darker and the old Shaun Stevens is coming back here for SummerSlam. And he's going to need it here tonight. And oh man, Stacy's throwing Shaun Stevens right to the outside of the ring already. Again, Dr. Ice Jr. already taking a shot at Macy Gray and his contingent. Things here not ending the way that they wanted it to on the previous episode. And they're not starting well here tonight, as there's a suplex on the floor there. And look at that combination by the Naturals. Former MPWF Tag Team Champions, former World Wrestling Future Tag Team Champions. These guys have dominated tag team wrestling here in the MPWF. And now, wait a minute, Shaun Stevens trying to fight back here against Mac Natural. And Stacy looking for a weapon. I think Stacy realizing it as Stacy going after Shaun Stevens. And like I said, no matter how good Shaun Stevens is, no matter what he brings to the table, and he brings it all, he is the GOAT of the MPWF. You have to deal with the fact you're against two men in this matchup. But there's no tags in and out. They're in the ring with you at the same damn time. Now look at that, throwing Shaun Stevens right into the apron. And we know that Macy Gray, Brian Adams, and especially Max Payne is salivating at this right now. And how insane is that? Tonight in our main event, Christopher Eagle will meet Max Payne in Hell in a Cell. But Shaun Stevens firing back here against Stacy Natural and are going after Mac here. As Shaun Stevens going with a belly-to-belly suplex, fighting for his life in this match. And now Whip sending Mac Natural. What a body slam there by the picture-perfect player. And an elbow there to the face. As Shaun Stevens in his dark days was once known as Angel Blade. He has been through a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Been in the MPWF on YouTube since the very beginning. Was the staple of the MPWF during our 2012 to 2014 era. And now, Mac Natural. Oh my God! And that right there is why the Naturals have become multiple-time tag team champions in MPWF, ladies and gentlemen. And now go for the chair shot, but no! Shaun Stevens fires back there. As Stevens going right back after him again. And oh man, escaping. As Shaun Stevens getting a 2-for-1 special with that punch. And now look at this. Going for it. No! Reversal! As Stevens slamming down Stacy Natural. And Stevens now has back and sends him into the buckle. And now wait a minute. Whipping Mac again. Back into the buckle. Stacy now go for a shot. And it connects. Once again the numbers getting catching up with Shaun Stevens. But he fires back down. And oh wait a minute. Devil's Sentence. Shaun Stevens hits the Devil's Sentence. And this crowd going absolutely insane. As Shaun Stevens now with the chair shot. Taking down Mac Natural. As Shaun Stevens now whooping the Naturals. And now again there with another chair shot. And oh my goodness. This crowd still going nuts for the Devil's Sentence. And now Shaun Stevens sending Stacy into the buckle. My God, Matt is struggling to get to his feet after those chair shots. Shaun Stevens now has Stacy in that precarious position. And oh my God, a DDT on the steel chair. And now wait, Matt trying to fight back. But Shaun Stevens fires back with a strike. Kick to the gut. Picture perfect stunner. Picture perfect stunner. And the old Shaun Stevens is here and well. Here and alive tonight. as Shaun Stevens diving with the elbow drop. Are you ready, Max Payne? Are you ready for Hell in a Cell? Do you know what's coming for you? As Shaun Stevens there dropping back natural with the steel chair. This place is insane, ladies and gentlemen. And now Shaun Stevens has Mac Natural. Oh my God, what is this doing? He throws in Mac Natural trying to hang onto the apron. Shaun Stevens run up the rope and Stevens spilling Natural to the floor. Shaun Stevens on psycho mode, ladies and gentlemen. On sicko mode. And now wait, block shot there by Shaun Stevens. Punch, kick, stunner. Shaun Stevens with a picture perfect stunner to Mac Natural. Just Stacy, sorry. 2, 3, and Shaun Stevens beats the Naturals here tonight. What are you going to do about that, Macy Gray? What are you going to do about that, Brian Adams? What are you going to do about that, Max Payne? The devil's sentence. 2 picture perfect stunners. The old Shaun Stevens is back. The old Triple P is back. The picture perfect player is coming for his career. He's coming for the CAW Championship. He's coming for Max Payne's candy ass, ladies and gentlemen. They got me fired up here, folks. Indianapolis got me fired up here, folks. SummerSlam is going to be insane, ladies and gentlemen. Insane. That's the man right there. He's the GOAT. The GOAT of the MPWF, ladies and gentlemen. He just came out there and beat 2 men by himself. You want to know if he's ready? He's ready. Right there. Give a like and subscribe for the picture perfect player for SummerSlam. Make sure you ring that bell and get notified here on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Because Shaun Stevens is coming for the main event. And now wait a minute. The picture perfect player is here to speak. And he says, cut the effing music. I'm fired up right now. Triple P is back. Angel Blade is back. Shaun Stevens is back. My career isn't going anywhere. Do you hear me, Max? It's going nowhere. And we don't want to see it. We had to see Joey Eagles' career go. We had to see Tyrone Fitzgerald get destroyed. We had to see Austin Taylor's career go. We don't want to see the picture perfect player career go. As Shaun Stevens say, forget about me for a second. Max, do you think you could just get away with costing Joey Eagle Call Wrestling? Do you think you could just get away with permanently injuring Tyrone Fitzgerald, a legend? You think that you could attempt near homicide on Christopher later tonight and get away with it? Like I said, he's going to have to answer for everything at SummerSlam. Steven says you, Mason, Brian, and all of your other little group of idiots are going to suffer at SummerSlam. Do you think we just let you roll over and control us? Do you think the MPWF fans would let that happen? Have you lost your damn mind? Have you lost your rabbit-ass mind? Chris Champ, the Blood Brothers, Dr. Ice, Shaun Stevens are coming for a fight at SummerSlam. Stevens says it took some time and reflection, but Max, you have awoken a side of me that I haven't seen in 10 years. Hell in a Cell will be the toughest experience of your life. What you don't understand is that my whole career, Max, has built up to this moment, to MPWF SummerSlam 10, the 10th edition of MPWF SummerSlam on YouTube. Steven says everything I've built, everything I've worked for has led to this, my career, the World Championship, to prove to CAW that I am without a shadow of a doubt the greatest CAW in MPWF history is me, is Shaun Stevens. He's put it all on the line. Either he is the best or his career is over, ladies and gentlemen. It is all on the line at SummerSlam. Steven says, you are my greatest obstacle. Thanatos, Helios Christ, Carnage, my brother, myself. You are all of them rolled into one monster, Max Payne. The evil I've been fighting is the evil I created, and that is you. At SummerSlam Either I win and take back everything, or I lose and you control this place for the next 10 years. Trust me, Max, your legacy in the MPWF is already etched in stone, but my legendary status is being questioned. I will nut up inside Hell in a Cell. I will give you everything to win what I should have never lost, the World Heavyweight Championship. Now play my music. This is everything for that man, ladies and gentlemen. Everything for Shaun Stevens. It is time to nut up or shut up. Are you the best? That's what we're going to find out at SummerSlam. This man has put his entire career on the line inside of Hell in a Cell. Can he win that what he never lost? And that is the World Heavyweight Championship. Now look at this backstage. Brian Adams and Macy Gray. And Adams saying, what the hell is going on? We are losing control. The Naturals failed again. Shaun's confidence is at an all-time high. The Righteous is defending the titles tonight. I'm in a match at SummerSlam even though I'm the GM and Ice keeps attacking you, doing his best version of Batman. Brian Adams wants to know what the hell is happening. Macy Gray saying, what? You didn't think they would rebel? Of course this is going to happen. Those who throw tantrums and can tell that their way of life is changing will always rebel. That's why I told you to listen to me. These fans pay our bills. They feed and fund the MPWF. Mason Gray trying to get through to Brian Adams, trying to get him to understand his machinations, what's going on in his brain. He's saying these people don't know what they want. It's our duty to show them. Eagle, Stevens are toxic and create this perpetual cycle of arrogance. Arrogance fights evil, and that is stale. Once they have both been gone, these people will see that. What we cannot do is make ourselves seem evil. We are the heroes of this story, Brian. I mean, to themselves. There's no MPWF fan that thinks that Mason Gray and Brian Adams are the heroes of this story. He says they declare war on us, not the other way round. Ice continues to assault me. Champ continues to attack my nephew and call out management. Shaun Stevens is a menace. We can deal with them, and we will at SummerSlam. I am putting you on the front lines to see that it happens. And that he is. Brian Adams versus Dr. Ice Jr. at SummerSlam. Adams saying, I think I'm starting to understand. I'm sorry for going out with Malcolm last episode. We will take care of them at SummerSlam and eliminate these pests. I've been waiting years to get rid of Ice, and putting on a 5-star beatdown is great for us and the fans. Brian Adams might be starting to understand Macy Gray's machinations a little bit here. Gray says yes, it took time, but look at what happened to Joey. No one can dispute it, and they haven't. Find your squad, Brian. Maybe get Wayne Level back on our side and punish the Naturals. They have failed way too much. Never bet against the Gray family. We are heroes. I mean, the arrogance of these two men knows no bounds, ladies and gentlemen. No bounds. But again, the war is building for SummerSlam as we move into our next matchup, which will be cruiserweight action here on MPWF WAR, and introducing B.o.B. B.o.B has been extremely impressive on MPWF Underground, and if you haven't checked it out, go to our YouTube page at MPWF Wrestling, where you can check out MPWF Underground and see the battles he's had with 3 God and Maximus Guerrero Jr., ladies and gentlemen. B.o.B, a former member of Karma, looking to make a staple for himself here in the Cruiserweight division on MPWF WAR. And he's got a big opportunity to knock off the #1 contender here in singles action tonight. Again, crazy scenes though. Shaun Stevens bringing out a side of him we haven't seen in 10 years, folks. It felt like I was commentating again in 2013, seeing the picture-perfect player tonight. And here comes the level of the MPWF, Mr. Wayne Level, ladies and gentlemen. the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. He earned that right by winning an 8-man ladder matchup at the WrestleMania pre-show, at the WrestleMania buy-in show, and it was an insane match. So much so that the fans began to cheer Wayne Level. Now, you heard what Macy Gray just said to Brian Adams. Wayne Level obviously was mentored by Brian Adams last year, and Wayne Level has been cheered by the fans. Level hasn't changed his personality. The fans have begun to cheer Wayne Level, and the question will be, if Brian Adams gets Level on his side, extends his hand, will Wayne Level take the help of Brian Adams to become the Cruiserweight Champion against Phoenix Oscuro at MPWF SummerSlam, the buy-in show? It's all possible, folks. But here we go. It's going to be a tough matchup here for Wayne Level right before the buy-in show. He's going to want to prove himself. But look at who's standing there by the announce table. The Cruiserweight Champion, Phoenix Oscuro. The man who wants a front row seat for this matchup. See a beautiful takedown there by Mr. Wayne Level. Level's going to have to stay focused, knowing that the Cruiserweight Champion is on the outside of the ring watching him here. Like I said, this could be a very big night for B.o.B. A victory here would give him a shot at the Cruiserweight Championship after the buy-in show, and maybe even get him added to the matchup. You never know. You never know. But Level's not going to want to let that happen here tonight. Block shot there. B.o.B. fire it back against Wayne Level. Level block shot again. And now look at that kick to the midsection there by Wayne Level. And now look, he's got him in that Shima suplex, and he drops him with it. And he hooks the leg here. Level looking for a quick victory before the buy-in show. Said Phoenix Oscuro, the Cruiserweight Champion, was extremely impressive in the gauntlet matchup for the North American title on our previous episode. Said there is many fans that believe that Phoenix Oscuro could win the CAW Championship or the North American title after that performance on our last episode. And that's something Wayne Level's got to think about too. He had a great showing against Chris Champ, but was eliminated early on in that gauntlet. So he wants to rebound here tonight, especially before the buy-in show in the Cruiserweight title matchup. And there was a nice reverse elbow there by B.o.B. And now look at that, right to the arm there of Wayne Level. B.o.B., a veteran of the game, has been around CAW Wrestling for 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. He knows exactly what to do in the ring. A nice boot to the face there of Wayne Level. And again, being back on his own here in the MPWF, trying to move up that Cruiserweight ladder. B.o.B. was in that matchup at the WrestleMania buy-in show. So B.o.B. knows how close he was to getting a shot at that Cruiserweight title. But wait a minute, look at this here by Wayne Level. Look at the athleticism, and oh my God! Beautiful backflip DDT there by Wayne Level. And like I said, this crowd is loving this man. He's got one life, and he is living it. And Level now waiting for B.o.B. to get up. And oh my goodness. Big time double axe handle. Wayne Level now to the top rope once again, waiting for B.o.B. to get to his feet. And Wayne Level now gonna go high risk here. Wayne Level with a drop kick off the top rope. Beautiful missile drop kick. Hook of the leg here on B.o.B. for the cover. 2, and B.o.B. gets the shoulder up. And look at that. Phoenix Oscuro watching on. You know Oscuro is extremely impressed by Wayne Level. You know it's going to be a hell of a matchup. And oh, Level went for that kick. And look at that block there by B.o.B. May have hyperextended the knee. And a Russian leg sweep there by B.o.B. Level might have even been a little bit distracted by the Cruiserweight Champion, as B.o.B. has him up here. And he's going to go for the burning hammer. And the burning hammer there on Wayne Level. Now B.o.B. hooking the leg here, trying to get that victory on Mr. Wayne Level. But Level gets the shoulder up here. And B.o.B., man, frustrated, but he needs to stay on Level. And I think that's what he might be doing. We've seen him go for that baseball punch, which has knocked his opponents out. But Level blocking that shot and firing back with a kick to the knee there. Taking out B.o.B.'s knee. And there's the Shining Wizard by Wayne Level. And Wayne Level now waiting for B.o.B. to get to his feet. And Level now got him up, and he is gonna drop that Level right there on B.o.B. and hooking the left leg, the final level by Wayne, and he gets the victory here tonight. the momentum building victory that Wayne Level needed here tonight on MPWF WAR. Some very good cruiserweight action here on MPWF WAR. Phoenix Oscuro, you can see he's clapping. He's very impressed by Wayne Level. B.o.B tried hard there. And again, like I said, B.o.B is very close to moving up to that next level here in the MPWF. But again, he's had to face the level here tonight. And look at how fired up Wayne Level is. Can he become the Cruiserweight champion at the SummerSlam buy-in show? And what a night, folks. Still to come, Hell in a Cell main event. Christopher Eagle goes one-on-one with Max Payne. But wait a minute, folks. Look at this confrontation here between Wayne Level and Phoenix Oscuro. These two men are going to tear the house down at the buy-in show for MPWF SummerSlam. I cannot wait to call this matchup. It is going to be a special one, ladies and gentlemen. And it's all for that right there. The MPWF Cruiserweight Championship of the world. And I'll look at this. Chris Chat backstage with Christopher Eagle. And he says, I know you're one tough son of a bitch, but this is crazy, man. Max Payne is going to attempt to kill you tonight. Hell in a Cell. You know that Macy Gray has gone too far. Even if me and Dylan win tonight, how's that going to stop Mason? How's that going to stop Max Payne? Let me take your place. Let me fight Max. Chris Chat wants to be inside Hell in a Cell with Max Payne tonight. And let Christopher Eagle challenge for the tag titles. Christopher Eagle say, with all due respect, Chris, I can't let you take my spot tonight. This is my cross to bear. I made all this possible when I listened to Gray's lies about my father. I deserve part of this. But like you said before, I can't run, and I won't. I will face Max Payne head on, whatever happens. Said Christopher Eagle has earned the respect of so many here in recent months in the MPWF. Chris Champ says, I told you before that you earned my respect. You are a badass, Christopher. I'm bringing the pain to the righteous tonight, and so is Dylan. He is furious right now. Ice is causing problems, and well, we'll talk later. It looks like Shaun wants to speak to you. What does he mean by that? Oh, wait a minute. Look behind Christopher Eagle. Look behind Christopher Eagle, folks. There's the picture-perfect player. Steven says, are you good? Do you understand what tonight's main event means? Are you ready? That's a big question. Is Christopher Eagle ready for this fight with Max Payne? Christopher says, am I good? No. This is going to be a massacre. Do I understand what's going on? 100% I do. I won't let Macy Gray win, and I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I already spoke to my dad. Promise me you won't get involved tonight. I even texted Marcus. I have to do this alone, whatever the outcome. I am worried for Christopher Eagle tonight, folks. Steven says, you have my word. You got to become a man tonight. Promise me you'll survive this. Win, lose, or draw for me at SummerSlam, I will train you as my first and personal student. You have the heart for it. Survive tonight. My God, folks, Shaun Stevens says that whatever happens at SummerSlam, he is going to become Christopher Eagle's mentor and trainer. And Eagle says, thank you. My God, folks, things are heating up here on MPWF WAR. Can you believe that? Shaun Stevens is going to train Christopher Eagle. Again, folks, follow us on Instagram at MPWF Forever. We are all over social media. The MPWF is trying to get as big as humanly possible, ladies and gentlemen. Especially with SummerSlam coming right up. Now, what is this? Oh, wait a minute, folks. We are going to be introducing the brand new and first ever MPWF North American Champion, the legend killer, Shane Carter. And you heard from that ovation here tonight. Shane Carter earned the respect of the MPWF fans with his performance in the gauntlet. Wrestling for over 30 minutes, Shane Carter achieved destiny by becoming the North American champion, defeating Jason Rage in the final round of the gauntlet. And later tonight, he will meet Jason Rage one-on-one in a non-title matchup. But we are going to hear from the North American champion for the first time here. He will meet Antonio Goldman one-on-one at SummerSlam for the North American title. That matchup, folks, will be incredible as well. Look, the confidence and swagger has come back to Shane Carter after losing at WrestleMania. And a mixed reaction for Shane Carter. And again, let's look at this. This crowd is going back and forth with who they want to cheer. And that right there, folks, is the MPWF North American Championship held by Shane Carter, the first ever North American champion in the MPWF. And Carter saying, destiny, destiny, Shane Carter is your new MPWF North American champion. And he is, folks. Destiny came true on episode 2. And this reaction is insane. Indianapolis has been hot tonight, folks. Shane Carter saying, don't you dare cheer me now. This is not a bandwagon you can just jump on. I knew I was the greatest before they said I was. I am going to SummerSlam as North American champion, and I'm going to end Antonio Goldman there. Shane Carter saying, don't give me your praises now when you didn't give me your praises before. Now this crowd here reciprocating, trying to show respect to Shane Carter, and he spat it right back in their face. Carter says, as far as I'm concerned, this is the main championship on MPWF WAR. Antonio Goldman's return has spawned off my back, and I will end it at SummerSlam. Later tonight, Jason Rage will attempt to leech off of me as well. I don't know about that. Jason Rage, his return has had massive fanfare here in the MPWF. Shane Carter saying some of these old dogs need to be taken to the back of the shed and be put out of their misery. Lucky for all of them, I am the legend killer. Jason Rage, you will find out later tonight, destiny. Destiny will continue on Antonio Goldman at SummerSlam. This crowd doesn't think that. This crowd wants Antonio Goldman to complete the return and become the champion. And Shane Carter says, after I beat Jason Goldman, I'm calling you out. Shane Carter saying he's calling out Antonio Goldman later tonight once he beats Jason Rage. Well, that remains to be seen, folks, but we're going to be heading for a commercial break. When we return, MPWF WAR will continue.
The fear of goddamn is branded Masonic.
making way, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't know I could scream like this. For Christ, I've lost the will. We brace for impact, knowing not. For heads a weak thing as to sort. That's only hell.
Welcome back to MPWF WAR, ladies and gentlemen. What a night it's been so far. The action continues here. And we have women's division action, ladies and gentlemen. As introducing Carmella, Carmichael. One half of the Carmichaels. Carmella has been getting a hell of an ovation from the MPWF fans because of how she has been stepping up to the plate here in the MPWF. The Carmichaels had one hell of a matchup against Yoshiharu Atari as Sasha Fierce of the Legacy on episode 2, and we're going to continue that because Carmella Carmichael is going to go one-on-one with Yoshiharu Atari here tonight before SummerSlam. Can the Renegade step up and pick up the biggest singles victory of her career against an MPWF legend tonight? Wow, what an ovation, folks. What an ovation for the legend Yoshiharu Atari, who will be going to SummerSlam with Sasha Fierce to challenge for the MPWF Women's World Tag Team Championships. Again, Indianapolis has been crazy tonight, but this ovation is special for Atari. What a fight this is going to be, one-on-one with Carmella Carmichael, continuing things from our previous episode. Atari, a part of the MPWF WAR brand, alone here tonight. Again, things will continue because on Annihilation, Sasha Fierce will be in competition against Joan DuPont. What a battle that's going to be on episode 3 of MPWF Annihilation. But tonight, Yoshiharu Atari wants to pick up a little bit of momentum for the legacy before MPWF SummerSlam. This is crazy, folks. Carmella is definitely going to stay focused here with this crowd the way it is for Yoshiharu Atari tonight. Her husband, Shaun Stevens, fired up tonight. He's got a hell of a matchup at SummerSlam. So here we go. Both women straight away to the collar elbow tie-up. And again, so Carmella is going to have the strength and size advantage over Atari. The experience and, I mean, maybe speed. Atari is still quick. Atari is still quick even at her age right now. Atari now whipping Carmella into the ropes here. Nice drop down. And a beautiful arm drag there by Yoshiharu Atari. Again now, Mello in the crowd out here controlling the action. Atari is one of the most technically sound women's wrestlers in core wrestling history, folks. Yoshiharu Atari has main evented WrestleManias, MPWF shows. Atari has proven to the world that she is one of the best ever, folks. And like I said, Carmella wants to step up to that plate, has even become her own woman, changing her look up, Carmella becoming the Renegade. And again, a victory here would be massive for her against Atari. It's a nice kick out there. The action continuing in this matchup. And look at that here. Using that power, sending Atari into the buckle at will, but Atari able to move out the way and now firing back with these strikes here. And you know that Faye Bartlett and Joan DuPont are watching this one very, very closely, ladies and gentlemen. Nice slam there by Atari. And now Atari, the kick to the midsection here. And we know Atari's got a little bit of a dark side to her. We know that. We know Atari will do whatever it takes to win a matchup here in the MPWF. Carmella throwing her against the ropes. Nice drop down this time by Carmella. And oh my God, there's that power. There is that power by Carmella. And now look at this here. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. And Carmella setting up for it here on Miss Yoshiharu Atari. Oh, wait, went for the clothesline. Atari ducks it. And now Atari, look at this here. Bringing out Muay Thai. Those knees to the midsection. Said continuing the legacy of Japanese women's wrestlers here in the MPWF. You know, Lady Izanami, a part of the WAR brand, as well as Sakura for Akawa. Oh, beautiful elbow there. You got the Dragon Kid Hina Suzuki on the World Wrestling Future. Again, keeping things alive and well here in the MPWF. Atari picking Carmella back up here, and they go for that boot, but beautiful. Carmella saw it coming and switched it to the dragon screw there. And now Carmella here. Oh my god, what a DDT. What a big DDT there by Carmella. And now has Atari by the hair here. And she's keeping on to the hair and then slams her to the floor. Carmella doing whatever it takes as well to take out Yoshiharu Atari here tonight. And now sends her back into the buckle. This time she misses again. And now Atari going back for that kick and not able to hit it. Carmella going after the knee. And now look at this. What has Carmella got her up for here? Oh my goodness. And now, oh, a gory bomb there by Carmella Carmichael. Big time impact to Yoshiharu Atari. Go for the cover here. And oh, kick out. And like I said, Carmella might be setting herself up for the eventual singles women's title that should be here on MPWF WAR. As she throws Atari all the way to the floor. I said every woman wants that championship when it eventually comes. Now center into the barricade. Carmella is getting vicious in this matchup. Something that she needs to do, and it's impressive to see. She is really stepping up to the plate in this matchup against Yoshiharu Atari. Like I said, she got to experience how good the legacy was in that tag team matchup on our previous episode. All right, moving out the way. Look at that kick to the face there. And now, wait a minute. Oh, there's that Kinshasa by Yoshiharu Atari. Just like that to the face. Carmella Carmichael is down. Atari now waiting for her to get up to her feet. What a shot there by Atari. And oh, Atari's knee gave out. And Atari missed the Meteora. And Carmella now looking to take advantage here. She'd attacked that knee a couple times. And now there's a brain buster by Carmella Carmichael. And now go for the cover. She might have caught Atari too. And oh, Atari just gets the shoulder up. The beautiful Kinshasa should have went for the cover after it. And it might have been a mistake. But now Carmella looking to capitalize here. Carmella now. Oh, wait. Shote there by Yoshiharu Atari. And right back to these strikes again. And now what's Atari going for here? Oh, no, got a knee to the midsection. And now look, Carmella trying to get to the apron. Yoshiharu Atari signaling for it. And Atari now, oh my god! A knee to the back of the head by Yoshiharu Atari. And Atari off the top, and Atari with a headbutt to the leg. Atari saying two can play at that game. Atari going crazy tonight. There is something in the water at the Stevens family household. Atari going nuts here. And now, Atari throwing Carmella back inside the ring here. Looking to finish this one off right now. And now centering to the buckle. Carmella is in trouble. That knee to the back of the head may have ended this one. Atari now has Carmella up. What on earth is she going for here? She's going out Death Valley Driver position up the top rope. A huge Death Valley Driver off the top. Two. And oh, Carmella still powers out of it. Carmella still powers out of it. And Atari realizing that this is not going to be an easy one before SummerSlam. And oh my god, what a kick there by Yoshiharu Atari. Go for the cover here on Carmella Carmichael. Two. And oh, Carmella kicks out again. What a matchup we are seeing here in the women's division. As we've mentioned, a future matchup for the singles women's championship. Carmella trying to fight back with a boot. Atari reverses it and hits the spear. These women bringing it here on MPWF WAR. And look at that, Carmella fighting back. And now Carmella, small package on Atari. Oh, kick out. Atari there checking with the ref. And I went for that kick. Atari ducked it. And now Atari go for the small package on Carmella Carmichael. 1, 2. And I'll kick out there. And Carmella now reaching for the referee. And now Atari sending Carmella into the buckle. Wow, 2 boots right to the face there. And now, oh wait, reversal there by Yoshihari Atari. And now, wait a minute, what's she going for here next? Collar elbow tie up. And now right back to those Muay Thai knee strikes. Trying to ground Carmella Carmichael. Oh wait, Carmella though blocks that shot. Carmella has Yoshihari Atari. And now beautiful fisherman suplex with the bridge. Atari might be done. 2. And Atari gets the shoulder up. You see that look on Carmella's face? She's trying to figure out, what do I need to do next to put away Yoshihari Atari? And now waiting for that discus punch. Atari blocked that shot. And now Atari, oh my god, what a slam. What a slam. Atari now on the top rope, signaling for the end. Yoshihari Atari now. Oh my goodness. What a moonsault. What a moonsault by Atari as she gets the win here tonight. What a matchup, folks. What a matchup. Like we said, you know that Faye Bartlett and Joan DuPont are watching this for the finals of the Women's Tag Team Title Tournament. A personal affair that matchup is going to be. But my God, what a matchup. The Renegade Carmella Carmichael stepping up to the plate here tonight on MPWF WAR. But again, Atari proving that she still has it. What a moonsault that was. Are we looking at the next one half of the MPWF Women's Tag Team Champions? I know the fans would absolutely love to see it. Again, what a matchup. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. That's Joan DuPont. Joan DuPont from Destruction Francais. And oh my God, taking out Yoshihari Atari. But she is not supposed to be here tonight. She is not scheduled to be here tonight. On the Annihilation brand, there is no interpromotional matches scheduled for this show. Joan DuPont is not supposed to be here. And DuPont beating down Yoshihari Atari. And as we mentioned, Sasha Fierce is not here tonight. Because again, contractually, Sasha Fierce is supposed to be on her brand, Annihilation. Now what the hell is Joan DuPont doing here? She's already taken out Atari, and the referee trying to stop this here. And this was again a plan by Destruction Francais. They weren't going to play fair. Like I said, they want to cut the hair off of Yoshihari Atari and Sasha Fierce. They want to humiliate and embarrass them at MPWF SummerSlam. They want to take over at MPWF SummerSlam. And now Atari slowly getting to her feet here as DuPont waits with the steel steps. And DuPont now takes out Yoshihari Atari with the steel steps. My God, this crowd here chanting at DuPont, but there's nothing they can do, and there's a big time hard slam by DuPont to Atari on the floor. Joan DuPont sending a message to Atari and Sasha Fierce, ladies and gentlemen. Destruction Francais letting everybody know that they are coming for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Now, wait a minute here. Brian Adams saying, Stacy, can you understand the position that you and your partner have put me in? I gave you lucrative brand new contracts. I practically handed you the CAW Tag Team Championships and you failed. And tonight, you couldn't beat one man? And I mean, again, it's Shaun Stevens. It's not just one man. And Stacy saying, look, boss, you can blame me for this. Don't blame Mac. We will do better. We do not want to end up like Monster Mash in a rinky-dink indie fed like the King of the Indies. I promise you, Brian, we will make this right. Dr. Ice won't make it to SummerSlam. What are you guys going to do now? You guys can't do anything in a scheduled wrestling matchup. Brian Adams saying, I am blaming you, Stacy. It would cost too much money to fire you, but you should be in the King of the Indies. Instead, I am sending you to Annihilation. Do what you can over there before your contract runs out. And tell Mac he better step up quick or he'll join you in Purgatory. Brian Adams is sending Stacy Natural to MPWF Annihilation. The Naturals have failed one too many times. Here we go, folks. This is going to be an exciting one. As we just heard of the news of Stacy Natural being sent to Annihilation. Up next, we have a fatal four-way, 1-fall cruiserweight style matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Because we are being told that at the buy-in show, there is going to be a special match to crown the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. After SummerSlam, the buy-in show is done, folks. And you can see here Chase Stevens, the first entrant. Chase Stevens, leaner than ever, has chosen to go after the MPWF Cruiserweight title. Coming off one of the biggest wins of his career at WrestleMania, Chase Stevens wants to continue that here tonight on MPWF WAR and at the buy-in show as well. I mean, he's got to worry about those. Who was that in the V for Vendetta mask on episode 2? After he won his matchup, they showed up, and again, we were all confused. And here comes a man who may be rightly confused, is Marcus Eagle. Marcus Eagle wants to be done with Brian Adams and Macy Gray. Wants to be done with that stuff and move on to become the Cruiserweight Champion. You know, he said his piece. He cannot forgive his brother for being a part of what got his father gone from the MPWF. And he doesn't want to be involved. But again, you gotta worry. You gotta wonder, can you sit back and allow your brother to be destroyed by Max Payne inside a Hell in a Cell later tonight? I know you want to focus on your own stuff, but again, family is family, folks. I mean, it's something that he's going to have to figure out, though. And here comes a debut I've been looking forward to on MPWF WAR. Maximus Guerrero Jr., ladies and gentlemen. He has been impressive on MPWF Underground. We saw him pick up that major victory at the MPWF Draft. Maximus Guerrero Jr. here, going to be at the SummerSlam buy-in show and competing here tonight. Again, from the CWLL, Maximus Guerrero Jr. has competed in Fight Japan Core Wrestling, in the King of the Indies, and he is here signed full-time in the MPWF. Second generation superstar Maximus Guerrero Jr. is looking to become the top of the Cruiserweight division here. And there he is, folks. Ultimo Rodriguez. What an ovation from this crowd. A former member of the Future Foundation. Rodriguez was extremely impressive in the gauntlet matchup. But he could be going back to his roots of the Cruiserweight Championship. And again, he is the fan favorite to win this matchup and the #1 contendership matchup at the buy-in show. You know what, on a biasness and a personal level, I just so badly want success for Ultimo Rodriguez, and I would love to see him be the Cruiserweight Champion. Could you imagine him versus Wayne Level or him versus Phoenix Oscuro? It would be incredible. And this crowd showing their support. They would want to see that as well. So here we go. Now usually in the MPWF, we have 4-way dance matches or 3-way dance matches where we go all the way to a winner. It's elimination rules, but this matchup here tonight especially is 1 fall to the finish. So like I said, this is going to be high octane, super exciting action here on MPWF WAR in the Cruiserweight division. Oh my god, you see that Marcus, as Ultimo Rodriguez on top of Marcus there. We got Chase Stevens on the top turnbuckle already. Like I said, this one going to be very difficult to call, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be action all over the arena. It's Chase now working on that submission on Maximus Guerrero Jr. Marcus going back off to Ultimo Rodriguez. Again, they had a spectacular match on the first episode of MPWF WAR. A spectacular match did Rodriguez and Marcus Eagle. As Maximus now has Chase Stevens up here, and Chase Stevens face first into the turnbuckle, and then there goes Marcus Eagle as well. Now look at a beautiful snap suplex here, and now beautiful head scissors there by Rodriguez. Now look at this here, nice kick there by Rodriguez with the nip up. Like I said, Cruiserweight action is always special, folks. You cannot have a wrestling company without a Cruiserweight division. It is the most exciting division in all of wrestling, right? You find out who is the fastest, strongest, most technical wrestler at under 205 pounds. As now, Rodriguez kicking down Maximus Guerrero Jr. and getting him right in the face. Like I said, it's special. And oh, nice springboard there on Marcus Eagle. Go for the cover. Does Rodriguez, but a kick out. Oh, look at that there by Marcus Eagle. And again, this would be all momentum going into the SummerSlam buy-in show. And that's exactly what you need and want. And now, wait a minute here. Marcus goes face first there by Maximus Guerrero Jr. And oh, Marcus Eagle in trouble. Chase Stevens joining in here. There's a big DDT. And for those of you watching the MPWF for the first time, you see that on the back of Chase Stevens, that wound there, suffered by his former best friend, C.J. Parker. C.J. Parker setting him on fire, blowing him up on an electric box 2 years ago. C.J. Parker will be facing Jamie Emo for the YouTube Championship at SummerSlam. Again, Chase Stevens doesn't want to leave empty-handed. Could you imagine if Chase lost the #1 contendership match and C.J. Parker somehow managed to beat Jamie Emo and became the YouTube champion? It would be horrendous for him. And wait a minute now. Look at this here. And up. No, he went for the bulldog off the top. And Maximus Guerrero Jr. reversed it. Maximus Guerrero Jr. reversed it. And now there's a gutbuster to Marcus Eagle. And I'll go for the cover. Ultimo Rodriguez needs to break it up. But Maximus Guerrero Jr. reversed him there beautifully. Like I said, the Cruiserweights, the most exciting style in all of wrestling. The stuff that they do is wild and insane. And now Chase sends Rodriguez to the outside the ring. Chase now got Marcus Eagle on the ropes here. Now what is Chase Stevens going for? Chase a lot more technical. Again, Chase hasn't been this small since the beginning of his career. He is in phenomenal shape. Marcus catches him with that enziguri though. Maximus Guerrero Jr. flexing on Ultimo Rodriguez. Now a dragon screw on the outside. Marcus Eagle now. Oh, suplexing him onto the ropes. It's an action all over the arena. Oh my God! Did you see that by Marcus Eagle? Did you see that? 2! And oh, Chase Stevens breaks the shoulder up. My God. Springboard 450. Indianapolis, like I said, they've been a special crowd all night. All night. And now what is Marcus Eagle going for here? And I look at this on the outside. Nice takedown there by Rodriguez to Maximus Guerrero Jr. And now Marcus, oh, he just hit. He just hit the Legacy off the top rope. Oh my God. This is awesome is right. This is awesome is right. Look at this replay here. Beautiful. Legacy off the top rope. And I look, Ultimo Rodriguez take it. Oh no, Maximus Guerrero Jr. took out Ultimo Rodriguez. See, I wanted to know what happened there and I couldn't see it. But now look at who's in the ring here. Maximus Guerrero Jr. and Marcus Eagle. Now Maximus has Marcus Eagle. And now wait a minute. Eagle now to the outside the ring here. This match is breaking down here. 1 fall to the finish. Fatal 4-way matchup. Maximus Guerrero Jr. is looking to set up for Marcus Eagle here. Maximus Guerrero Jr. through the ropes. And a beautiful suicide dive. Sending him right into the barricade. And Maximus Guerrero Jr. is all fired up here tonight on MPWF WAR. And now throwing Marcus back inside the ring here. Now what on earth is he going for here? Now Maximus catching him up, and Maximus Guerrero Jr. got him and he drops him. Beautiful there by Maximus Guerrero Jr. And he's signaling to the fans that this is his time now here in the MPWF. And I say it could be hard to argue, but wait a minute! Ultimo Rodriguez taking out Maximus Guerrero Jr. here. And now Rodriguez sending him into the buckle. And now what's he going for here? Now wait a minute. Oh my God! This is the Cruiserweights, folks. This is the Cruiserweights. This is Cruiserweight action at its finest. And there's the 630. 630 splash by Ultimo Rodriguez. That's it, folks. Bring out the cheers. Bring in the cheers for this matchup. The Cruiserweights are killing it. And now wait a minute, Chase Stevens coming in and taking out Ultimo Rodriguez. And now Chase warming up that shoulder, looking for a big move here. And Chase now going for the vertebraker. And Chase has him up here. And Chase has him up. And there's the vertebraker to Ultimo Rodriguez. And Chase Stevens firing up here now. Big, oh wait a minute, there's that man again. There's that man again. And Chase Stevens looking on. What is this all about? What does this mean? What does this man want with Chase Stevens? Oh wait, Chase Stevens going after him. Chase Stevens not going to waste any time. Chase Stevens is going to go after him, and now he's disappearing. Now he's disappearing, and Chase Stevens is trying to figure out what in the hell is going on. The referee trying to get Chase Stevens to come back to the matchup. But why does this guy keep interfering with Chase Stevens? What does he want? I know, wait a minute, look at that takedown there by Marcus Eagle to Ultimo Rodriguez whilst he wasn't paying attention. But Rodriguez now fires back with a kick. And now, kick to the gut here. And it's got him up. Brain buster there by Rodriguez. And now Rodriguez going for the cover here. 1, 2. Oh, Marcus Eagle gets the shoulder up. Marcus trying to take advantage of the situation. And this crowd chant both these guys fan favorites, both these guys incredible in the ring. And now Marcus Eagle whipping him into the ropes. Chase Stevens looking for the masked man. Maximus Guerrero Jr. taken out. Ultimo Rodriguez now. Sending Marcus into the buckle. Boot to the face there by Marcus Eagle. And Marcus Eagle now floating around. Go for the roll up here on Ultimo Rodriguez. Got the roll up. 2 and 3 and Marcus Eagle. Oh my God. What a win for Marcus Eagle. What a win for Marcus Eagle. I mean, what a matchup firstly, but what a win. Marcus Eagle getting all the momentum. Look at that springboard 450 splash before the buy-in show to crown the #1 contender. Look at that. Wow. My voice is gone, folks. I felt like I've been running a mile, ladies and gentlemen. Those 4 men killed it. And Marcus Eagle getting the biggest singles win of his career here. Pitting these 4 men in a 1-4 to the finish fatal 4-way matchup. Marcus Eagle gets all the momentum here tonight on MPWF WAR. Welcome back to MPWF WAR. Harry Prince is backstage with Marcus Eagle, and he says, what a match that was. I gotta ask you though, how do you feel about your brother Christopher competing in Hell in a Cell later tonight? Do you think he can survive against Max Payne? Will you help him if things get too bad in the main event? Marcus is saying, hey Harry, are you alright? I just got the biggest win in my singles career. One more win and I am the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. And the first thing you do is ask me about my brother? I'm not angry at you, I just don't understand it. And Marcus, like we mentioned before during the match, has been going through a lot mentally since his father's been removed from the MPWF. He says, look, I know some people are thinking that I've been acting strange recently, especially towards my brother's situation. I don't wish ill on him. I hope he survives against Max tonight. Shaun better figure out how to stop Max at SummerSlam, unlike the way he did for my dad. Said a lot of frustration and built up animosity in Marcus Eagle. He's been through a lot this last year. You honestly cannot blame him for the way he's been feeling. You know, it's just trying to figure it out. But again, his brother later tonight in our main event will be inside Hell in a Cell with Max Payne. I don't know, folks. I don't really know how Christopher's supposed to survive that situation. It seems like it was designed for destruction. But coming up next here, folks, it is time for the CAW Wrestling Tag Team Championship match. And introducing first, Dylan Frost. And now this matchup was supposed to be the Blood Brothers challenging for the tag titles. Macy Gray mentioned in our previous episodes that they were supposed to get their rematch because of the actions of Brian Adams in our previous episode. But Kevin Frost suffered an injury when he was powerbombed to the floor, and he will not be here tonight on MPWF WAR. So therefore, Chris Champ has stepped up and is the partner for Dylan Frost in this matchup tonight. You know, Dylan would love to win the tag team titles and bring it back to the Blood Brothers. But Kevin Frost will be here at SummerSlam, as it will be 6-man tag team action. Kevin and Dylan Frost, the Blood Brothers, and Chris Champ against the Righteous and Malcolm Gray. What a massive ovation for Chris Champ. Chris Champ, since we came off of WrestleMania, was one of the first people to fight back against Macy Gray and Brian Adams. One of the first people to step up for Christopher Eagle. In fact, that's what both Chris Champ and the Blood Brothers have done, and they have been punished for it. Chris Champ assaulted in the gauntlet matchup for the Steel Champ by Malcolm Gray. We talked about Kevin Frost being taken out. Will they get their retribution at SummerSlam? And it could be big time here tonight as Chris Champ could win his first tag team championship with Dylan Frost. And what a moment it would be here in Indianapolis for these two men. And there they are, folks, the CAW Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Righteous, Greg James and B.o.B, the newest stooges for Brian Adams. I mean, it paid for them. They got the opportunity, they did the strike, and they became the Tag Team Champions. Well, now there's going to be no attacking from behind. They're going to defend those Tag Team titles here tonight. The first Tag Team Championship belt for Greg James. B.o.B's been a multi-time Tag Team Champion with the Outlaws back in the day. This is a very, very formidable tag team here on MPWF WAR. And a good choice, honestly, by Brian Adams. But here we go tonight. CAW Tag Team Championship belts on the line. The Tag Team titles for MPWF WAR. Look at those two mean men right there. Dylan Frost and Chris Champ, and the Righteous Greg James and B.o.B. They're all about making wrestling great again. And they have the tag team gold here. You see them with the cute matching gear. But I mean, is it going to be a quick title reign for the Righteous? And that all remains to be seen right here tonight. Now, oh, look at that right there. Dylan Frost just throwing his body at B.o.B right here and whipping him off the ropes. And now look at that big time sidewalk slam. Like I said, it's been a rough time for the Blood Brothers. Again, they came out and took out Macy Gray in a handicap match in their debut on MPWF Metal for Joey Eagle. Since then, they've been punished by Macy Gray. They got a little retribution at WrestleMania. But then they were forced to face Christopher Eagle in a matchup on our first episode, which they refused to do, and then were thrown off the stage by the Naturals. Then whilst being injured, they were put in a title matchup against the Naturals and defeated them on our previous episode. Only to be told that it wasn't a title matchup for them, and then to be assaulted again by the Righteous and lose that opportunity. Right now, the Blood Brothers should currently be the rightful tag team champions. And in comes Chris Champ, the big man. Chris Champ now quickly off the ropes. And double team move that was right there by Chris Champ and Dylan Frost. Like I said, it's not full retribution, but I mean, it's better than nothing if Chris Champ could win the tag titles with Dylan Frost here tonight, as he has taken out the veteran B.o.B here. Now setting him into the buckle, and a big time clothesline there by Champ. And Champ is all kinds of fired up right now. I mean, we know why the Righteous have paired up with Brian Adams. Again, look, they're the tag team champions. A beautiful clothesline there by B.o.B. But we have yet to hear from them in an interview about exactly what is going on here. And I hope at some point we can find out from them what their thought process is. Because again, on episode 1, the Righteous actually lost a tag team matchup to Wayne Level and Phoenix Oscuro. So the fact that they were chosen for the tag team titles was some backyard shady, dodgy dealings there is a beautiful slam by the great wrestler, Greg James. And Greg now taking a shot there at Dylan Frost. So Greg, oh wow, a clothesline there by Chris Champ. I was going to say Greg James has been on MPWF Metal since we've pretty much started back here on YouTube, and is finally on the main shows here, and is the tag team champion, a former hardcore champion, but getting spine busted to the ground by Chris Champ here in a kick out. Champ now picking up Greg James. And I've got him here. Gonna send him into the buckle. Face first goes Greg. And Dylan Frost wants back in. Dylan Frost wants a piece of these guys here in this matchup. Once again, folks, remember to follow at Frost Nations on Twitter for the Blood Brothers family, and other CAWs. They're in other leagues, a very successful tag team, and you can check them all out on Twitter at Frost Nations, folks. As Dylan is firing his crowd back up here. Greg James trying to make the tag, but Dylan Frost is not going to allow that to happen in any capacity. And now sending James into the buckle, and on a big clothesline, take it down, Greg James. Now once again, back into the buckle again. And oh, this time Greg James getting the boot to the face here. A big clothesline. So Greg James was floating towards the Cruiserweight division, but again, putting on a little bit more size now that he's here in this tag team division with B.o.B. And he has to, against two big men like Chris Champ and Dylan Frost. B.o.B. back inside the ring there. You mentioned B.o.B. as a part, what used to be a tag team champion, as a part of the Outlaws with Tyler Fell back in the day, where they faced tag teams such as the Natural Disasters, ladies and gentlemen. Natural Disasters, one of the best tag teams in MPWF history, as B.o.B. hits Dylan Frost there with a knee to the face. They also faced the Maple Leaf Warriors as well, one of the other great tag teams of all time, Tommy Douglas and KJ Stevens. Reese now sending him to the buckle. And how could anyone forget about Banana Power, folks? At the time, Hector Rodriguez and El Mosco Luchaderas. And oh, what a beautiful T-bone suplex there by Greg James. And then hooking the leg here. But a kick out there by Dylan Frost. The crowd not happy at all with the Righteous. And now taking a cheap shot there at Chris Champ does Greg James. So they're doing this all for their men, Brian Adams and Macy Gray. And oh, what a chop though. And they've managed to keep Dylan Frost isolated here in this matchup. And now, oh, what a gut buster there by Greg James. And Greg James signaling this is the end here. And now what is he doing here? He's getting in the face of Chris Champ. And Chris Champ is telling him, you better watch yourself. Chris Champ will fight you, my guy. And oh, look at that. Greg James taking cheap shots at Chris Champ here. And there's a clothesline to the back of the head. And Greg James is pleased with himself. And he's not realizing Dylan Frost on the top turnbuckle. Dylan Frost taking out Greg James. So Dylan Frost wants major pain. He wants major retribution here tonight. Kevin watching at home, injured, hoping for a victory for this team. And now wait a minute, Dylan Frost waiting for him to get up here. And Greg James don't know where he is. He got knocked willy-nilly from that shot. And now off the top, oh no, Greg James saw it coming. And James now sending him to the outside, but Dylan Frost hangs on. And he makes the tag, and in comes B.o.B, the man from Tennessee. Oh, what a shot there by Dylan Frost, though. Dylan Frost not going to stay on the apron for too long, but no. B.o.B able to block that shot. And B.o.B now has Dylan Frost up, and B.o.B showing his strength and power. And his skill. And oh, wait a minute. Dylan makes the tag, and in comes Chris Champ. And Chris Champ now big time knee to the face. And Chris Champ again with another knee to the face of B.o.B. And a big clothesline taking him down here. Momentum changing now that Chris Champ is back inside the ring. And out, oh, the fake knife edge chop to the DDT by Chris Champ here. 2. And oh, B.o.B gets the shoulder up. Champ now, collar elbow tie up. Sends B.o.B into the buckle. Chris Champ has B.o.B on the top rope. This could be the end of it, folks. What a right hand there by Chris Champ. Reese Bobby, oh my God, they are all the way on the top. They are all the way on the top. Superplex. Big time superplex. I know Reese Bobby having to make the tag to Greg James. Took too much damage there, but James can't knock Chris Champ off his feet. And all he does there with the big boot. Greg James is taking advantage of everything here. He is stepping up in a big way with a big slam there to Chris Champ. Look at the leg here on Champ. 2, and Chris Champ gets the shoulder up. We said, how could we forget about Malcolm Gray, the nephew? We don't know where he is tonight. He always likes to get himself involved. And look at that! Look at the way he popped those hips to take over Chris Champ. And now Greg James not paying attention at all. Here comes Dylan Frost. And Dylan Frost back again and throwing his body at Greg James. And Dylan now for his brother. Like I said, it is always a family affair here in the Major Payne Wrestling Federation. You can take that the way you see it, have it the way you want it. What a spine buster there by Dylan Frost. Hooking the leg here to become the tag team champions. And Greg James just gets the shoulder up. Oh, wait. Tripping there. Oh, look at that shot. Take it down, Reese Bobby. Reese Bobby, though, fires back. And the numbers game might be too much for Dylan Frost here. And a kick to the gut. What is he going for here? Oh my gosh. Look at the power here. Oh my goodness. An orange crush bomb on Dylan Frost. And Dylan Frost gets the shoulder up. Dylan Frost still surviving here. Wait, block shot by Dylan though. And Dylan now. Oh my God. He's throwing both of the righteous in. And Dylan now blocking Greg James here. Dylan Frost has had enough, folks. He has had enough and he's throwing Greg James to the outside of the ring. And now he's got him up here in that modified angle slam. And oh my goodness, he drops him with it. Dylan now going after Greg James. Greg James up. Oh, look at that. Trying to take out the legs. And look at that boot sending him all the way to the floor. Dylan Frost now. Gonna go high risk again on Greg James. And Dylan Frost. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? To the outside of the ring, that clothesline. And oh, he's undoing the table. Now, this ain't about the tag team titles right now. This is about retribution. This is about warfare here. And wait a minute, the referee trying to tell these men to get back inside the ring here. Greg James sending him to the announce table. Dylan Frost now, willy-nilly. And wait a minute, Greg James has got the steel chair here. And wait, oh my God! A blatant disqualification by Greg James. And they have lost this matchup, but retained the tag team championships. Absolutely blatant disqualification. Look at this. Malcolm Gray now coming after Chris Champ here. And we mentioned we didn't know where the slimy bastard was, but here he is. And now, oh my goodness. Oh, he jackknifed him right on the floor. Right on the floor. And now, what the hell is this? He's got the table, the announce table was undone in front of us, folks. The Righteous getting themselves intentionally disqualified. They're beating down on Dylan Frost on the other side of the ring. Malcolm Gray now with Chris Champ here on the table. And oh my goodness, Malcolm Gray getting retribution for last episode on Chris Champ and puts him with a choke slam through the table. 6-man tag at SummerSlam, folks. The Blood Brothers and Chris Champ versus the Righteous and Malcolm Gray. It is not going to be for the faint at heart whatsoever. Oh, wait a minute! Dr. Rice is back! Dr. Rice is back! And Dr. Rice Jr. taking down the Righteous. Dr. Rice Jr. And oh, look at this here. Choking out Greg James. Macy Gray said that he has an ice problem, and it is big one. It is a big one. Taking out Reese Bobby, getting inside the ring, and now wait, taking the chair out of Malcolm Gray's hands. And a shot there, and he's got Malcolm Gray up. And Dr. Rice now, Death Valley Driver. Dr. Rice taking out Malcolm Gray and the Righteous. Listen to this place, folks. Dr. Rice Jr. coming out, and he has been the difference maker on this episode of MPWF WAR. They're not even playing his music, folks. Brian Adams and Macy Gray won't even respect him by playing his music. But Dr. Rice taking out the Righteous and Malcolm Gray. It's not easy when it's a fair fight. It's not easy when the numbers are even. That's what these guys don't understand. Oh, wait a minute! Brian Adams! Oh no! Oh no, Brian Adams just hit Dr. Rice with the chair. And Brian Adams down. Oh my God. Oh my God. And oh, there it is. That orange crush power bomb there. Brian Adams sending a message to Dr. Rice. My God, folks, a rivalry renewed at SummerSlam. Dr. Rice Jr. versus Brian Adams one more time. And Brian Adams standing tall here on MPWF WAR. Look at the confidence on the general manager's face. We cannot finish SummerSlam the way that we finished WrestleMania. We cannot finish SummerSlam the way we finished WrestleMania, folks. But again, Brian Adams standing tall. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to run down the matches for MPWF SummerSlam coming up next. It is the next time we're a kick review. It is going to be a special night. Once again, the theme song is The Perfume of Decay by Tiger Cub. But here we go. Let's see what we got scheduled for SummerSlam. 6-man tag team matchup. It will be Chris Champ and Kevin and Dylan Frost and Blood Brothers versus the Righteous as Reese Bobby and Greg James and Malcolm Gray. How about this from the Annihilation brand? It will be the legendary tag team of the Young Ones, Christian Paul and Young Mike versus Team Bloodshed, Shane Riley and Klaus. We will crown the first ever MPWF Women's Tag Team Champions, as it will be Sasha Fierce and Yusha Atari of the Legacy facing Faye Bartlett and Joan DuPont of Destruction Francais in the finals. As well as for the MPWF North American Championship, Antonio Goldman will battle Shane Carter. Will Destiny carry Shane Carter once again through SummerSlam, or will Antonio Goldman continue his Hall of Fame career? As well as we will crown the MPWF YouTube Championship at MPWF Annihilation, CJ Parker will battle core wrestling legend Jamie Emo for the YouTube titles. For the MPWF Undisputed Women's Championship, we are combining the Intercontinental title and the Women's World title. It will be Ingrid, Angelina Peace, and the mother of the MPWF, Justice Fitzgerald. And as we found out and just saw earlier, Brian Adams and Dr. Rice will be renewing their rivalry. It will be a battle. Macy Gray says he has an ice problem and he wants Brian Adams to deal with it at SummerSlam. Or this one, Ultimate Honor. The only way to win is submission. Nobody can interfere. Anything goes. Angel Ortiz versus Ivan Volkov. It is going to be insane, folks. And for the MPWF World Heavyweight Championship on Annihilation, Lethal Mathematics has been waiting since over a year to challenge for the title. It's the rubber match. Match 3. Who is going to leave MPWF champion? Lethal Mathematics or Ryan Sparks. And our main event, it will be Hell in a Cell for the Core World Championship. If Shaun Stevens loses, his career is over. It will be Shaun Stevens versus Max Payne at SummerSlam, folks. Wait, Brian Adams out again with Mason Gray, and he's saying, I'm starting to see what you're talking about, Mason. The energy in the arena tonight is electric. Outside of a minor hiccup by Dr. Rice, we're able to stand tall tonight, and the crowd is loving the show. We have what it takes to stop the Blood Brothers, Chris Champ, and Ice at at SummerSlam. Like I said, they are feeling all kinds of confident right now. Gray saying, of course, Brian, we have won every war and battle against those who will not change. There is always rebellion during a paradigm shift. At SummerSlam, we will snuff them out. Tonight, Christopher Eagle will be snuffed out. These people, these fans will respect us in due time. Said they hold all the cards. They are fully in control, ladies and gentlemen. Adam says, they won't be happy when I take care of Ice at SummerSlam, but they will be happy with this announcement. At the SummerSlam buy-in show, we will have an 8-woman Fight for Your Right match to crown the first ever MPWF WAR Women's Champion. Well, that is a massive announcement. A Fight for Your Right match to crown the MPWF WAR Women's Champion at the buy-in show, ladies and gentlemen. And Gray says, good, Brian. SummerSlam weekend is going to be fantastic. That is something I can agree with these two on that, folks. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A rematch from the finals of the Gauntlet. Introducing, for the second time tonight, the brand new and first ever MPWF North American Champion, the Legend Killer, Shane Carter. Destiny carried him through on our previous episode. He wants to right the wrong from WrestleMania and beat Antonio Goldman at SummerSlam, but tonight he's got a battle one-on-one with Jason Rage, and it will not be easy, folks. Said the crowd fully booing Shane Carter right now. He got a mixed reaction earlier, but insulting the fans here in Indianapolis. Shane Carter, the only person he cares about is himself. Make no mistake about that. Do not get that twisted in the slightest. There is one man in this man's mind, and that's him. But again, what a talent Shane Carter is. 31 years of age, former MPWF champion. He's held almost every title in the MPWF. Last year, he was a tag team champion. He's the first ever North American champion, former United States heavyweight champion. He is an absolute physical specimen. Look at the shape he's in. You know, the way I'm describing him right now, I'm going to have to throw out a pause, but look at him. He looks amazing, folks. Like I said, it was one mistake that cost him the victory against Antonio Goldman at SummerSlam. He cannot make that mistake again. Sorry, at WrestleMania. He cannot make that mistake again at SummerSlam. Like you said, now Jason Rage will always get a massive ovation, folks. Jason Rage will always get a massive ovation, folks. Jason Rage, a legend of the MPWF. He has come back to have one more run. He came so close to becoming the North American champion on our previous episode. We came so close to see Jason Rage versus Antonio Goldman at SummerSlam. But Jason Rage would love to pin the champion here tonight and earn another title match, earn another shot at the North American title. Like I said, on the house show loops, the reactions for Jason Rage have been insane, and it's no different tonight. So, Jason Rage has got to be a part of SummerSlam somehow, folks. We got to see Jason Rage as a part of SummerSlam. Again, Jason Rage getting caught by the Legend Killer, getting caught by the younger man on episode 2. We might be having some problems if it happens again tonight. But again, Shane Carter definitely don't want to lose before SummerSlam. And here we go. Bell has sounded. Oh, Jason Rage going right after Shane Carter. He's not messing about at all. So Jason Rage wants that victory. He's got that collar elbow tie up now, whipping Shane Carter into the ropes. A beautiful over the head, belly to belly suplex here. And Jason Rage is going to feed off of these fans, feed off of these people. And now, oh man, what a neck snap there by Jason Rage. Jason Rage now hooking that leg here, to kick out there by Shane Carter. Rage now picking him up. And a block shot there, Shane Carter with the right hand, with the big knife edge chop. I want to close on right into the buckle. And now look at this here. Shane Carter pounding, stomping a mud hole on Jason Rage. This is his time. His destiny is Shane Carter's right now. This man has main evented Click Previews, main evented MPWF TV shows, house shows, you name it. He is a staple, is Shane Carter. He believes the North American title is the main title because he holds it. He has all the cards. I mean, you can think about this. If Shane Carter wins tonight, beats Antonio Goma to SummerSlam, Shane Carter's going to be one of the next in line for either Shaun Stevens or Max Payne and that Core World Championship after SummerSlam is all said and done. And that's the caliber, that's the level that Shane Carter is at. But Jason Rage fights back and knocks Shane Carter down. Said Shane Carter could just be a little bit too arrogant for his own good sometimes. So that's what cost him at WrestleMania. As Rage now has Carter face first into the buckle. And now look at this here. Jason Rage now firing away. Shane Carter is out on his feet. Oh, wait, no. May have been playing a bit possum there. And now, oh, what a net breaker. So it's still to come, our main event, Hell in a Cell, here on MPWF WAR. Christopher Eagle versus Max Payne. It has been a great evening of wrestling action so far on our go-home show to MPWF SummerSlam. You saw the matches run down before this match began, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought he was going to go and powerbomb him to the outside the ring, and no, he just, jerks his neck there on the ropes. And now, wait a minute. Shane Carter now with the figure 4 leg lock. And look at D'Lo Browning shaking his head there. Is Shane Carter. And he's applying the pressure on Jason Rage. And Rage going to fight out of it. And Shane Carter in trouble. And Shane Carter now trying to grab to the ropes immediately to escape that here. Don't want to get any injuries before SummerSlam. And now, oh, what a jawbreaker there by Jason Rage. And Carter getting up immediately. And then Jason Rage again. It was so nice. He hit it twice. I got it right this time. As Jason Rage now has Shane Carter. Got him up now. And oh my gosh. One inverted net breaker there by Jason Rage. Hooking leg but a rope break. Shane Carter was good with the rope breaks on episode 2. Knows where he is in the ring. But wait. Oh. Right hand. Fights back again. Does Jason Rage. Sorry, to Shane Carter to Jason Rage. And now he's got Jason Rage up on his shoulders. And oh my goodness. What a Samoan drop. And now here. Fist into the face. Goes Shane Carter. Jason Rage gets the shoulder up. A great back and forth matchup we are seeing here tonight, folks. Oh, wait. Oh, Jason Rage fires back here. And another right hand there by Jason Rage. And Jason Rage, reverse twist of fate there on Shane Carter. And Rage right back to the cover again on the North American champion. Trying to finish it. 2. And oh, Shane Carter gets the shoulder up. Again, it's been a great, crazy events for the wrestling world. We mentioned earlier, again, showing respect to the families of Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk. Congratulations to AEW for that extremely successful event in Wembley Stadium. The WWE has been killing it. Impact's being watched by more people than ever. MLW's doing good. Like I said, wrestling, core All-Stars just happened. The wrestling world is thriving right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we should all be celebrating what is going on. As Shane Carter has Jason Rage up now. As Shane Carter, oh my God, powerbombing him. And oh my goodness. Shane Carter getting vicious with Jason Rage. That one right there might have been too much for Jason Rage. A powerbomb on the apron and spinning him around right into the apron again. Like I said, Shane Carter don't want to mess about. Shane Carter wants to get to SummerSlam in one piece, and there's a back suplex there to Jason Rage on the apron. Crowd showing who they want to win this matchup. Oh, look at this here. Look at this beautiful submission hold by Shane Carter, wearing down Jason Rage in front of this crowd. No, wait a minute. Jason Rage, though. Snapmare reversal. Jason Rage surviving here. And Jason Rage firing back. I know, a clothesline there. Taking Shane Carter the outside of the ring. Taking the outside of the ring. Jason Rage, though. He's getting this crowd up on his feet. Jason Rage over the top rope. And he dives on top of Shane Carter. Jason Rage is a madman doing that at his age. He's a psychopath doing that at his age. But the crowd loves it. And he could be going for the Swanton Bomb. I know. Takes down Shane Carter. And now Jason Rage back to the top rope. Oh my God! High angle leg drop. That might be it. Oh, Shane Carter gets the shoulder up. Big time leg drop off the top rope there by Jason Rage. And Rage now. Oh, he's got him up here. Going for the Gore Buster perhaps. The sit out Gore Buster there to Shane Carter. And now Jason Rage. What is this here? What is this here? Oh my goodness, he's got a modified. Is that the... I was going to say modified Scorpion Deathlock, but it might be a lasso from El Paso. And Shane Carter. Oh, Shane Carter using that power. Yeah, using all that leg power to escape that submission hold. I haven't seen Jason Rage use that before. And again, like I said, this might be too much for Shane Carter before SummerSlam. Now, wait a minute, look at this here. Oh my God. Shane Carter now just raking the eyes there, and the referee couldn't see any of it, and there's a right hand by Shane Carter. Carter will do anything it takes to win, folks. Anything it takes. And all right, Shane Carter going to the top rope, perhaps for the elbow drop. Perhaps for the elbow drop, and he goes for it, and oh, Jason Rage just moves out the way. What a matchup this is, folks, as Jason Rage sends Carter into the buckle. And Rage now. Oh, wait a minute here. Shane Carter in trouble. Jason Rage now off the top rope. Frankensteiner! Frankensteiner off the top. Come on, Jason Rage. Hook the leg here. 1, 2. Oh, Shane Carter just gets the shoulder up. That's right. This matchup is awesome. Come on, Jason Rage. A GTS would set you the victory here. And oh, wait. Shane Carter, though, fights out here. Shane Carter hooking it for the one and only. And he hits it there on Jason Rage. One and only by Shane Carter. 2. And oh, Jason Rage gets the shoulder up. What a rematch this is from episode 2, folks. What a rematch. And now look at this here. Shane Carter now firing those shots right at the skull, right between the eyes of Jason Rage. Now Rage, though, hangs on. Shane Carter, gets caught with a knee there by Jason Rage. And Shane Carter running towards it, and Rage now. Oh my goodness, hanging him up there on the ropes. And wait a minute, Jason Rage could be going for the Swanton Bomb. Could be going for the Swanton Bomb here. And the Swanton, no! Shane Carter moved out the way. And Shane Carter now. Oh, what a net breaker. And that might be all she said and done, folks. That might be all she wrote. But no, Jason Rage got his foot just under the ropes. A back and forth match, folks. We've said it time and time again. But these two men are bringing the fight to each other here tonight. This could easily be a matchup at MPWF SummerSlam. You know Antonio Goldman is watching this one closely. Shane Carter now looking to put away Jason Rage. Crowd here firmly on Jason Rage's side. Shane Carter throwing Jason Rage into the bucket. And oh wait, Shane Carter trying to stop a mud hole in Jason Rage, but not able to do it. His legs get swept out from underneath him. And now Jason Rage whipping Shane Carter into the ropes. And again with that throw, to Shane Carter. And now Rage got Shane Carter, whipping him back into the ropes again. And oh, what a knee kick to the leg. Absolutely throwing Shane Carter out there. And now Rage. What's he going for here? Face first goes Shane Carter into the bucket. We saw the Frankensteiner already. And now wait a minute. Jason Rage now. Look at this! Jason Rage! Oh my god! Yes! Come on! Come on, Jason Rage! Come on! Rage now! Swan to a bomb! Swan to a bomb! What the hell is this? What the hell is this? The hell is this? Oh my god, it's Zeus! Zeus is back! The problem solver is back! And Jason Rage is distracted! The problem solver is back! We haven't seen him since WrestleMania! The end of days is here! And oh, Shane Carter there with a net breaker! Shane Carter with a net breaker, Jason Rage distracted by Zeus, and Carter with a shoulder tackle off the top rope. And now wait a minute, Shane Carter now headed to the top rope. Jason Rage was distracted. Oh come on, not this way. Not this way. Shane Carter, there's the 054. Oh my god, hooking the leg. 2, 3, and Shane Carter gets the win here. Zeus just solved another problem for Shane Carter. What a wrestling match ruined by the return of Zeus. Man, Jason Rage had that won right there. Had that match won. Like you said, they will reverse each other's finishes. But Shane Carter picking up the victory against Jason Rage 2 episodes in a row. This one, though, was extremely controversial. And I don't know if Shane Carter wants that on his conscience before SummerSlam. Right, you got a feel for Jason Rage here tonight, folks. The return of Zeus costing Jason Rage that match. Oh, wait a minute here. Now look at this. Zeus now getting inside the ring. And now they're going to send a message to Antonio Goldman. There's the end of days. And now Shane Carter going up to the top rope again here. Go for that 054 again off the top. Yeah, we get it. You're real athletic, Shane Carter. And you feel real confident now before SummerSlam with Zeus on your side. And that is something Antonio Goldman is definitely going to have to worry about. How on earth is Goldman going to take the North American title from Shane Carter now that Zeus is back in the MPWF? Now he is back on the side of that man right there. Oh, wait a minute! Antonio Goldman and Shane Carter bailed immediately, and so is Zeus. And Carter, Goldman swinging. Goldman swinging. Goldman here tonight. Goldman saving Jason Rage. Goldman was swinging for the fences here tonight. My God, it's going to be a hell of a match at SummerSlam. Goldman and Shane Carter 2 for the North American title. And now Goldman facing both men, and he's saying, you know, after watching the last episode at home, I thought maybe, just maybe, Shane Carter was changing. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be getting 100% focused Carter at SummerSlam. But instead, the coward comes out and brings his bully friend with him because he's scared. And maybe he is. Maybe he's scared. Maybe he's trying to ensure destiny. I mean, it's going to be a lot easier to ensure destiny with that man by your side. Goldman says, all I've heard you talk about is destiny. Creating a new legacy with the North American Championship. Do you think you're creating a legacy with that big goof around? Yeah, I'm talking about you, Zeus. Goldman calling out Zeus, ladies and gentlemen. because he's going to have to deal with him at SummerSlam. So Zeus and Shane Carter watching on. Antonio Goldman fired up and angry. He says, Shane, I need to beat you at SummerSlam and become the North American champion to prove to myself that I'm still the man. I'll never forgive you for attacking my family, but I will say you could be so much more. You're about to make another mistake again. Goldman trying to speak to Shane Carter as a man, trying to get Shane Carter to understand as a man who or what he could become. Goldman says, last episode you proved you don't need Zeus. Monsters always fall, Shane. Either you become the man you need to be at SummerSlam, or destiny will just become a cheap catchphrase. I'm not the one to screw up against, or it will be WrestleMania deja vu for you again. Goldman leaving Shane Carter a lot to think about before SummerSlam. Will Carter wrestle this match 100% straight, or will Zeus get involved at SummerSlam? And now look at this here, Goldman grabbing the North American title. And Shane Carter watching on. But is this the scenes? Is this what we will see at SummerSlam? The Hall of Fame. The victory at WrestleMania. Will Antonio Goldman cap it off by becoming the North American champion? Well, folks, we're here backstage. Harry Prince with Max Payne before our main event. And Harry saying, Max, before we go to commercial break and head to the main event, I have to ask you a question. Is this really needed? Do you really need to face Christopher inside a Hell in a Cell tonight? Do you not think that this is what a fighting world champion would do? Everyone is concerned about Christopher Regal going into this main event here tonight, folks. Max saying, let's get one thing straight, Harry. Never call me Max again. It's either Mr. Payne, sir, or the world champion to you. Do you understand? Don't piss off Max Payne. And Harry Prince stuttering saying, yes, Mr. Payne, I understand. You do not want to be on this man's bad side whatsoever. Payne says, I give opportunities to the entire roster. I'm the focal point of this brand. Dr. Ice walked out of his match with Christopher last episode, giving him the win. Christopher has earned a match with the world champion, and tonight he is going to get it. It's a little bit of flawed logic there in the brain of Max Payne and Macy Gray, but you can take that the way you see it, have it the way you want it. They're no good, but both of them. He says, I am providing you all with a major main event, a Hell in a Cell match on regular TV. If Christopher can win, he would become the #1 contender. I am all given, the champion you can be proud of. The realism is he will be destroyed tonight. That's what everybody's afraid of. That's what everybody's worried about. Payne says, I will preview how I will end Shaun Stevens' career tonight. I will throw Christopher from pillar to post, from cage to cage. I will leave him in a pool of his own blood. One chance in the main event. After tonight, he will not survive. You listen to what's coming out of his mouth right now. This is not the Max Payne that we knew from 2021 at all. Max Payne says, Shaun, watch real closely. Your ass will finally be out of my life and the MPWF. A legendary career, but it will be over at SummerSlam. You might be dark, but I'm the friggin' devil. You haven't seen how violent I can get. Shaun, you'll get a preview tonight. Max Payne sending a message to Shaun Stevens. Folks, when we come back, it will be Hell in a Cell. Christopher Regal versus Max Payne. Welcome back, folks. It is main event time here. You see the big Hell in a Cell structure. And here he comes. One of the bravest men. We didn't know this man was this brave. Christopher Eagle, since WrestleMania, getting a response that he deserves, has been destroyed by Macy Gray and his cronies. But he will not give up. He even said that he believes that he deserves some of it because of what he did, because of his help to getting Macy Gray to this position. But I mean, no one deserves this. Christopher Eagle, one-on-one with Max Payne tonight, inside Hell in a Cell for our main event. The hope is that Christopher Eagle can survive, folks. Can survive. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm worried as hell, folks. I am worried as hell for Christopher Eagle right now. And that's not to take anything away from Christopher Eagle's talent in the ring. We've seen it. Like I said, the heart and drive is amazing for Christopher Eagle. But being locked inside a cage with this animal that is about to make his way to the ring. CAW Wrestling World Champion, Max Payne, the real Max Payne. Shaun Stevens said it earlier tonight. He said it's Thanatos, it's Helios Christ, it's Carnage, it's his brother, all rolled into one wrestler. That's who Max Payne is. He is unbeatable, unstoppable. Max Payne has suffered 2 losses in his entire career, folks. Entire career. That means he has like a 99.4% win streak here in the MPWF. He is one of the best in the world. The biggest and baddest. One of the most ruthless and vicious competitors we've ever seen in the MPWF. He defeated Shaun Stevens clean at WrestleMania. And now Stevens' career will be on the line at SummerSlam in this match. This man is the reason that Joey Eagle is gone. We have said it time and time again. Joey Eagle is not here because of him. And now he's going to face his son. Like I said, I am scared for Christopher Eagle here tonight. Hip-Hop by Dead Prez is an unbelievable theme song, and I love to hear it, but that means we have to see this man here. Macy Gray has managed to tap into Max Payne in a way that we never thought was possible, folks. And this crowd don't like Max Payne at all, and here we go. The bell has sounded. It is main event time. And now look at this, Christopher going after with these strikes. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. You can do this, Chris. You gotta survive here. Let's go, Christopher. And now Max Payne with a headbutt. That's okay. That's okay. It's early going yet. This one ain't all said and done. Oh, no, wait a minute. Max Payne has Christopher Eagle up. Come on, Christopher. Fight back here. Fight back here, Christopher. What is he doing here? What is Max Payne doing here? And Max Payne, oh my Jesus Christ! Oh no, it's over already. It is over already, folks. Christopher he is barely getting to his feet, folks. Oh my, look at him, he's out already. Did you see that? Did you see that? My God, this crowd is beside themselves. He just launched Christopher Eagle from the inside of the ring, and he just bounced off the cage. Eagle doesn't even know where he is, folks. Oh my God, this is going to be a massacre. This is going to be an absolute massacre. Christopher Eagle's already injured, as you can see there, with the taped up ribs. But I mean, who knows what condition they're in after that. I mean, Max Payne can get the pinfall right now, folks. This one is all said and done. Christopher Regal can't get by after that. And you know about all of this? Macy Gray is loving all of this. I hope that after this is done, his beatdowns of Christopher Regal is finished. There's the athleticism, the crowd not even cheering for it. Oh my God, folks. And we saw the old Shaun Stevens earlier tonight, but can even the old Shaun Stevens combat Max Payne in this kind of level that he's at right now? You know, with all due respect to Wayne level. Oh, man, a suplex. Oh my God, Eagle barely get to his feet. Oh my goodness. What a shot there with the steel chair by Max Payne. And folks, this is going to get to the point where this is borderline uncomfortable, folks. Borderline uncomfortable. And we might have crossed that line already. Look at that chair. Look at how mangled that chair is. So you can't even pick the chair up. The chair is a mess. And oh man, look at the blood pouring out the skull of Christopher Regal. Oh my God. What a ball hammer elbow by Max Payne. And now look at this here. Come on now. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Christopher Regal's not even got his hands up. Can the referee stop this? Can we call a forfeit for this? Eagle has got no offense since the beginning flurries of this match. And now, oh my God. Good Lord. What do you even say to that? What do you even say to that? He just threw him all the way to the floor. Jesus. Christopher can't even stand up on his own accord, folks. He's having to use the cell to help himself stand. Christopher Regal could be seriously injured right now. Seriously injured. But again, Christopher Regal don't want Shaun Stevens and nobody else to get involved in this one. And oh my good Lord. This kid is broken in half, damn it. He is broken in half. Just roll him in the ring and end it. You've already destroyed him. There's already a pool of his own blood. What more do you need? What lesson are you showing here? Shaun Stevens knows what he's getting into. He literally is beating Christopher Regal from pillar to post, from cage to cage. Oh no, not this, not on the floor, not on the floor. He might be trying to paralyze him, folks. He legitimately might be trying to paralyze Christopher Regal. Man, again, another powerbomb? Another powerbomb? And oh, wait, he decides not to do it here. Max Payne decides not to do it. I don't know how I'm supposed to call this. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. This is a legal mugging, is what this is. This is not a wrestling match. This is not a fair fight. This is Max Payne destroying Christopher Regal. Max Payne yelling at the crowd here right by an announce table. Come on, man. Somebody just said something that Max Payne didn't like as he was climbing the cage. And Max Payne waiting for Christopher Regal to get up here. Christopher Regal trying to check his bearings. And Max Payne now. Oh, he didn't even realize Max Payne was there. Oh, there's the Mongolian chop. Oh my goodness. I said those ribs are beyond broken right now, folks. Beyond broken. I know, wait a minute. Now what the hell is this, Max Payne? Max Payne climbing to the top. And look at who's following him. Come on, Chris, don't do this. Just stay down. Just stay down, Christopher. Don't do this. You don't need this. And oh, Christopher trying to fight back. You don't need this. And Christopher now, look, Max Payne easily picking him up here. Easily picking him up, and now, oh my God. You don't need this here. And now, oh! The back of his head bouncing off the cage, bouncing off the cell. And oh, come on now. Oh my God. Pure destruction. Pure destruction. This needs to end. Oh man, Christopher Eagle slowly getting to his feet again. Please stay down. Please stay down. And oh my God. Oh, for freak's sake. Stop this. Call the police. Call the police! He is trying to murder this man here! And finally Max Payne going for the cover here! Finally! Oh, it's mercifully over! It's mercifully over! His career might be over! You might have just ended a man in his 20s career here. Look at this. Oh my God. That is uncomfortable to watch. The cell's been raised and Max Payne has destroyed another soul. It ain't gonna go down like that at SummerSlam with Shaun Stevens, I'll tell you that right now. It ain't gonna go down like that at all. Max Payne, the son of a bitch, destroying Christopher Eagle here tonight. Oh, wait a minute, Shaun Stevens! Shaun Stevens coming right after him! Shaun Stevens coming right after him! Shaun Stevens, the second this matchup was over, the second this match was over, is coming after Max Payne. Beat his ass! Beat his ass! Shaun Stevens going after Max Payne here. Beat his ass! The no-good son of a bitch taking out Christopher Eagle the way he did. There was no need as Shaun Stevens now firing away at Max Payne. Stevens blames himself for everything. For Joey Eagle, for Christopher Eagle, for the MPWF being in the state it's in. The man has put his career on the line to right the wrong. Look at this here, all of this rage and emotion unchecked by Shaun Stevens unleashed on Max Payne. Oh, Max Payne though, taking down Stevens, trying to take him out here to escape. But look at this Max Payne now, gonna go after Shaun Stevens with the belt. Stevens ducks, Stevens fires back here, and now Shaun Stevens with the right hand and drops Max Payne. The right hand drops Max Payne, and Stevens now going for the stunner. Max Payne blocks it. Max Payne now going to the outside of the ring. Max Payne's had enough for Shaun Stevens here. And Stevens yelling at him to get his ass back in the ring. To get his ass back in the ring. And Stevens saying, you son of a bitch, you son of a bitch, I'll destroy you. I swear to God, I will destroy you. You are going to hell. Do you understand me, Max Payne? To hell. Shaun Stevens is highly emotional tonight. Highly emotional. Max Payne went too far tonight. Too far. Max Payne has unlocked a side of Shaun Stevens we haven't seen in a long time. Shaun Stevens is coming for that championship, but it's more than that. This is beyond personal, folks. Beyond personal. His career is on the line. At SummerSlam, it will be Shaun Stevens versus Max Payne, Hell in a Cell, folks. We are signing out for now. But my God, folks, it is going to be war at SummerSlam.